Looking for a man. It's Baker. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a crease, it's Henderson. He's got some room in into the goal line. And he walks us in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on the move. That's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense bounces back.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Back to throw, it's Russell. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Got his man. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Dogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throws it back. Pocket breaking down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. There he goes. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quarterback keeper. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. Complete in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Simon. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box. As he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quarterback adapting. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
To the air, it's Russell. On target to the left. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown tie.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That's it, Clyde. That one's going to keep him away tonight as he just missed him.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Finds his man in the middle. Got room at the 35. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass, it's Russell. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. Off and running. Past the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, he's got a chance. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Makes the grab. It's White. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man, making that big play.
It's a running room. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the right side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback, because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And it jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over, and they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this one.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Simon. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Looking for space. It's Henderson. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The hand to the running back. Picks up the first down. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, and then I'll throw the football.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him. That pass not got close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Pulls it in at the 25. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the...
Sends it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Dogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Alabama offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll take it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.